Hello. I just wanted to update everybody on my problem with the HTC Evo 3D. I did end up going to Best Buy and having it exchanged on Tuesday. Um, a nice man named Talon took care of me. After a few laughs at the expense of the problem, he proceeded to investigate it a little bit, played with the settings and things. I showed him the things that I'd already done, try to figure it out, and we did some Google searches. But after a few minutes, we decided, he just would do an exchange, and so we quickly took care of that. It took probably a little less than an hour to get everything done. Sprint's thing was being a little weird to get it authorized, but it didn't take much time. Took less time than I was expecting it would to get paperwork and stuff done. And so let me actually show you the phone. On I might show edit in to show side by side with the other footage that I had, but as you can clearly see, that is using the rear facing camera. And I press the button here and it shifts into the front facing camera. That was not happening with the other one. It was definitely not. The thing that it was doing with the old one, if you go and look at the other video, it was just flipping the image from the rear camera. Still don't know why it would be doing that, but that's what it was doing. And there was no way from the methods that I was trying to get any kind of information out of the front facing camera. But there you go. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the battery life. It was a little disappointing at first, but like I said, after I've played with it, for longer now, and I have done full discharge and recharge and stuff, and played with it being off and on and stuff, and had much longer runs of tests to test the battery, and it is getting a lot better than I was originally giving it credit for, but still a little bit disappointing. And it's still the processor is still really high, so I don't expect it to get super battery life anyway. But it is just a little bit disappointing because the processor on this battery does chew up the power pretty fast when you're playing. Anything that you're doing intense on the video, including the 3D and any kind of games and stuff, it takes a good chunk of power to run those things. But it actually is really good battery life considering, and it's a larger battery in there. Actually, the size of the battery is actually pretty small, but the milliamp hours is really good. It's 1750 or something like that. So it's a pretty good capacity battery. But even with taking good chunks out of it out when doing anything like gaming or anything on it, which it can do flawlessly. It has no hiccups in anything that I've tried with it yet, and I've run it through some pretty good paces. I might get some benchmarking tools and maybe show some of those on it, but anything that I've thrown at it so far, it's just eaten right through. Really good. No problems there. But the thing is, even if you're doing those things, the charge time is super amazing. No problems there. Even if you are going through and eating chunks with a little bit, it's not that hard to carry the cable with you, which is pretty light. It's a pretty simple cable, not very bulky. Little adapter is much smaller than it was with my previous phone for the actual direct AC adapter, and it charges fast. That there's no problem with just plugging in for just a couple minutes and then going back about your business. So I'll actually be very happy to see if I can get a power mat adapter or something like that maybe in the future And I'll report back on how effective that is compared to direct wall charging. How much I know power mats shouldn't have much transmission loss, but I still want to try it for myself. I haven't tried ones for myself, so I might report back on that and maybe some more benchmarks or something later on. And thanks for watching.